Anybody here? Six people. I see 11. Hi, Denise. Hi, Stokers. It's funny. I went live at, hi, Sinister. I went live at 2 o'clock this morning with Cindy, and there was like nobody in the chat. So we just chit chatted for about an hour. It's funny. Hi, Lady K. Hey, Tacos. On the way. Bigger shit show today? Really? Do you mean on YouTube? Hi, Red Dragon. Nice to see you. What, there's going to be a shit show today? Hey, Vegan. Thank you. There's going to be a shit show today? Oh, dear. Why is my comments not coming up? Good Lord. I don't know what it is about YouTube. My comments don't come up. What's going to happen today? Oh, you mean at work? I was going to say a shit show. Why would today be any different than any other day? That's funny. 2 more days and I'm getting my vaccine. I'm not looking forward to it. Did you have to have a vaccine, by the way, Tacos? I forgot to ask you. Because you, like, essential workers, I think, at least here in Pennsylvania, have to get shot or the vaccine. And my boss is quitting, which is not a good thing. Uh-oh. That means the workload will be divvied out. I am not seeing any of your comments. I'm sorry. They're just not coming up on YouTube for some reason. Maybe I have to close it down and then open it. What the hell is going on? I don't see any comments. Sorry. What's going on? Why is it not coming up? Comments aren't coming up. Oh, okay, now they are. Had to close it down. Okay, I see you guys. I don't know what the F is going on YouTube. I didn't get a vaccine and don't plan on it unless my employer forced me to. I just thought essential workers had to. My husband has to. So we're both going on Thursday, and I'm not looking forward to it. I am really not. I'm actually pretty freaked out about it. I had planned on not getting one, but yeah, so we're going to die together, I guess. I don't trust them. That's the thing. I mean, this virus just came into, last year. Now all of a sudden they have a, hi, creative. Nice to see you. My mom's friend is super sick from the thing. She has a terrible, I've heard about the rash, fever, and the swelling. I've heard about that. I'm just praying that I don't get anything like really bad. I'm praying. I'm hoping. I don't know why. Yeah, why? Why do some people get like a really bad reaction? Hey, Gemma, how are you doing, sweetie? You had a great live yesterday, by the way. You guys want to go to a good channel, go to Gemma. She's such a sweetheart. I guess when's Prince Philip's funeral? Is that today? He should be having his funeral pretty soon, huh? I did not realize you were getting it. If it helps, most people I know are reacting okay to. Everybody in our family has gotten one. Like all our kids, and they're their mother-in-laws have gotten it, and nobody's gotten a bad reaction to it. Dr. Lee Merritt, Carla, she will have some never never informative info for you on the thing. What's her name? Lee Merritt? Is it going to freak me out? Because it's going to freak me out. I think I'd rather be ignorant. I haven't gotten it yet, and I'm a little freaked out to get it. Exactly, Red Dragon. That's me. I'm scared about getting it. Like really. I mean, really. And my husband's like reassuring me, oh, it's going to be okay, you know. Blah, blah, blah. How the hell do you know? He's healthy as a horse. He never, like my husband, honest to God, never gets sick. Never. But when I get sick, I get deathly sick. I mean, I don't get sick a lot, but when I get sick, it's really bad. It is a rabbit hole, Carla, but it will help you decide about getting it. I can still change my mind. He's not going to force me. She's told renowned doctor not working who had her job taken over. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm struggling with like researching it, and I'm like, from what I understand, out of the three vaccines you can get, the Pfizer is supposed to be the best one, and that's the one we're getting. But who knows? It's like happened so fast, you know. I mean, just came about so fast. So who knows? Might have to take me kicking and screaming. Who knows? So, you know, YouTube YouTube is my least of my worries right now. It's 2 more days and I'm like, I'm struggling because I'm thinking I might, if you are getting it, it will help you to go in there with a positive mindset. My mom's friend had the JJ and it knocked him on his butt. Yeah. Oh, Prince Philip's funeral is on Saturday. Okay. That's going to be big. Bet you there's going to be a lot of people. A lot of people there. He's a handsome young man when they got married. I just watched a documentary on them, like when, you know, how she met him. I mean, she met him when she was like 13 or 14 years old, and he was 18. Um, but he was really handsome. No wonder she fell in love with him. Oh, that's right. That's right. I keep forgetting about that. Social distancing, probably just close family members. 30 attending, right? Is there going to be a parade like in the streets or not? Because usually, you know, when there's a funeral, when it's one of the royals, it's like a big to do. They make a big deal about their royals over there. Well, I guess, I guess we do the same in the United States, like with the president or anybody with any head of state does the same thing. It's like a big deal. I had just seen a disturbing documentary that deals with the very young human trafficking. It's scary how much goes on. That's a pandemic that needs to be dealt with for sure. Exactly. I agree. I watched a documentary about that too. It's actually scary. Very scary. He wanted a quiet funeral. Oh. Was he sick? Like I don't remember hearing anything about him. Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about him being ill. Like, was he sick with something? I mean, I know he was old, but was he sick? I don't remember hearing that he was like ill. I remember he got into an accident, like a car accident not too long ago. Wasn't it a car accident or something? He was sick for a while. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, it was his heart. Well, he lived a long, happy life. Have you heard of the channel Surviving Life? The host, Ron, exposes a lot of evil stuff on out there. He's a great guy, actually. I think you would enjoy his channel. Surviving Life. No, I've never heard of that. Let me see. Let me check. Maybe I'll post his channel in here. Surviving Life. I'm like finding new channels every day, honestly. Oh, here we go. I'm going to subscribe. I'll post it in the chat. Goodness, that's their channel. He just hit 100,000. He earned it big time. I'm all for raising awareness, so I support him big time. Yeah, I just subbed to his channel actually. Yeah, I see that 100,000. I lately the channels that I've been subbing to have like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subscribers. I'm thinking to myself, wow, how long do you have to? And some of them have only been on YouTube like a couple years. How do you get to that many subscribers like only like in a couple years? Like I was like all thrilled when I got to 2000. I'm thinking these people have 2 and 3 million people subscribers. How do you get that many subscribers? What? Well, I guess if you have good content, like I don't think a drama channel will get like 1 million subscribers. I think it just, it'll peter out eventually. But Mr. Positive, but I think something like, when they do the shorter videos, like the 20-minute videos, because that's what keeps my attention on YouTube. Like I follow this channel. I think he's got 4 million subscribers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's called The Outdoor Boys. And he always uploads like 20-minute, 25-minute videos, but it keeps your attention for the whole 20 minutes you're watching it. I like watching resellers. They get K's. Like and that's what I used to when I first started coming on YouTube. Oh, no problem, Gemma. I enjoyed it actually. I try to get I the thing is when I get off YouTube, like in the morning when I'm going off YouTube, I'm not actually doing that much on YouTube. I'm trying to like I go into a few channels to say hello to people because I'm finding a whole new group of people that I really, really like on here. And I've met like a bunch of people that I really like. So I go in streams where I see these people and I see where they hang out and I enjoy it and they're really friendly towards me. So I'm staying away from channels that are, where there are people that aren't very nice to me. Let's say, putting it nicely. So now I got to build a new spooky crew. You know, I would love to be a spooky crew of yours. I did notice that some of the shorts videos that hit well can bring in a lot of new subscribers for channels now. Exactly. Well, they tell you the average attention span of a subscriber is 10 to 15 minutes. And I believe it. Sometimes I'll skip through a video just because like I'll want to go to certain spots in the video, which is probably the wrong thing to do, but a shorter video will hold my attention a lot longer than a longer video. And live streams are not I guess live streams are not where your bread and butter is on YouTube. I guess that where you get your most subscribers are when you do short videos. So I find that I'm boring though. What am I going to do a video about? I have really nothing. I'm not like book smart. So what am I going to talk about? I can't tell a joke to save my life. I'm not going to come on here and bash people. I'm just not going to do it. Well, I am making a full-fledged animated fun paranormal movie for Halloween and feature many channels too. Animated. Oh, that's cool. I love paranormal stuff. Hey, Carol, how are you doing, sweetie? I love anything paranormal. I actually, a lot of the new channels that I've subscribed to are paranormal, like The Darkest Secret, Nuke's Top 5. Another real good channel, well, Slapped Ham, that's another one. Another one that I found, and he tells stories, and sometimes they're scary, and sometimes they're just weird, is Mr. Ballen. He's got a really good channel. You like long videos? I it depends on what it's about. Like I do watch some I watched a 2-hour documentary the other night. Not sure how we would feature you, Carla, but we can find a good funny way to add you into a scene. Well, you could think about it. I'm sure there'd be a way. I'm sure all I have to do is show my face. It would scare the crap out of anybody. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. So, anyways, I went live last night at 2 o'clock in the morning with Cindy, and we just sit there chit chatted. And someone came in and said, what they said, why don't you guys just take this private? Nobody's coming in here anyway. So, like, we could do whatever we want. So it wasn't about, she was bored. She said, you want to go live and we'll just like, chit chat or whatever. I said, sure. I said, why don't you go live and I'll just go on your panel. So she threw the link into the Discord and I grabbed the link and we just had a nice talk. Just talked about snakes and spiders and all kinds of good good things. Anything we talked about everything, but well, we did talk a little bit about drama, like about how um we don't enjoy going, like neither of us enjoy, like, did they stifle the protesters in Minnesota? I'm not sure. Is there a way to project the screen from my iPhone onto the touchscreen in my car? Does anyone know? I don't know, Tacos. I really don't know how that works. I'm not tech savvy. Seriously, I can barely go live in the morning. Someone might know in here. Does anybody know how Tacos can project the screen from her iPhone onto the touchscreen in her car? I've actually seen that done though, in other people's cars. I'm planning a video today about why I will not light it up blue for autism. Oh, okay. I'll be in there. I'm so not tech savvy. I really don't know about that stuff. You need to find somebody that's really tech savvy. I know, I've seen it done before. I've seen it like on a video. I've seen someone do it on a video, but I don't know. Maybe, you know what? You probably could look it up on YouTube and it would tell you how to do it. Because I find like you can find anything on YouTube or Google anything. I always, when I want to learn how to do something, I always Google for dummies because like it's so much easier if they think you're a dummy and don't know anything. Oh, that's okay, Sinister. We'll be here. I always Google for dummies, whatever I want to find out. That's what I did when I learned how to crochet, is like crocheting for dummies, and I learned so much, so much. I need to do my giveaway too. I'm gonna do that one of these days. And I tried to make my car shut up, still haven't fixed it. I know. I don't understand that. I've never heard of a car that won't shut up. Is there a wire you can maybe disconnect in there that will make it shut up? Hey, Shaz, how you doing, sweetie? Maybe there's some kind of wire you can disconnect. There's a way to disable it, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I would I would like Google the make and model of your car and how to disable whatever. It probably gives you steps on how to do it. See, I don't understand. I can Google stuff and it'll come up on my screen and I won't know what the hell they're talking about. I just won't understand it. You've been repairing a mower? Oh, that's right. It's like getting now it's going to be like 70 degrees today. Usually when it says it's going to be 70, it goes up to about 75. So I think I'm going to sit outside for a bit this afternoon when it gets warmer. So I haven't done that. And I am so white. I am pasty white. I have no color on me at all. Hey, Texas girl. How you doing, sweetie? Hi, Red Hot. Nice to see you. Good morning, everybody. Just reading, you guys. I wish I was here. I'm very northern England. I can see Scotland from my house. Really? So then you're in it's in the afternoon there, right? Because you guys are like 5 or 6 hours, I think, ahead of us, or ahead of me, anyways. I'm doing good, thanks. Thank you for asking. I was just saying this morning, like how I've met so many great people in I guess this last month. Like I've met so many great people that I am so glad that I am, if you want to say side, I'm so glad to be on this side. Like I've just met such great people, so friendly. 120. Oh, it's 125 there. Yeah, I thought it was like you're like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, 5 hours ahead of us. 5 hours. So when it's late afternoon here, it's evening there. Like on the west coast here, they're like 3 hours, 2 and 3 hours ahead of or behind us. It's been interesting and worked out for the best. What's that, Denise? I'm just happy to have met like so many great people. I really am. And the people that come in here. Can I share some good news on the page in regards to my channel, please, Carla? Don't just want to shamelessly plug me. Sure. Go ahead, Red Hot. Hey, Mel Mel. And here I am freezing my butt off. How's things, Carla? Good, Mel Mel. Nice to see you. I saw that thing that you did just or that news tubers did yesterday. I was with 7-Eleven. Oh my God, that was so funny. Your news tubers famous now. Sure, red hot reactions you can share. I really do you want me to share your channel? Red hot reactions. Oops. Reactions. Is your what kind of channel are you? Here you go. What's your news? There you go. Oh my God, she's amazing. She did Lynette. Lynette is so funny. Oh my God, like even the end of it, like when she was going, Lynette laughs. I was cracking up. Back to lurk while I edit my newest video. Okay, Sinister. Thank you for coming in and chatting. I just got accepted into an affiliate program for apparel clothing, and I'll even have 20% off for all my peeps. Oh, cool. Well, that's cool. Are you going to do like an announcement or something? Am I keeping up on the girlfriend trial? Which one is that? I just watched one. Hey, Bailey. How are you doing, honey? I just watched one about, it's called Fatal Attraction. Now, it's pretty interesting, actually. Why is it boyfriends? Oh, it's always the boyfriend or the husband. Damn. They're always the ones, always the ones. Always look to the boyfriend, the husband, or the wife or the girlfriend. They're always the one first, first. I'm not saying always, always, but more often than not. Possibly on my next video, but I've only just had the email, so this info is hot off the press. So as soon as I know, I'll do an announcement. Okay. I'll check you out for sure. Oh my God, that NewsTuber video is hilarious. Oh, I was cracking up, just cracking up. And just to see Lynette, like the way she did her hair and everything, oh my gosh, I was just cracking up. You guys have 7-Eleven over there? I didn't know if you had 7-Eleven in Australia. Well, we got it here, but I didn't know that was like worldwide. Oh my God, I love NewsTubers. She's like the best. Seriously. Like all her videos are so funny. I know a lot of people, she's not popular with certain people, but you do have 7-Eleven because it was so funny. I'm like, I wonder. Yeah, I know they have it in Canada. But I didn't know if they had it in Australia. I know. Well, she's been doing it. She said, I think when she was on her live, she said she's been doing this for like 20 years or whatever. These people get a laugh out of all the BS. Yeah, smell Mel. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We need to laugh about stuff. If we were serious about all this stuff like every day, day in, day out, we'd all go nuts. Seriously. Honestly, it's getting to the point. I've just discovered a channel where it's popular songs, but interest was lost very quickly. So the videos are always short and really funny. I've been finding a lot of funny channels lately. I'm like, my interest varies. Like I have such a short attention span, but people get so caught up in the drama, they miss out on a good laugh, which is far better. Yeah, it is better for your health, actually. Because I know when I laugh, I forget about everything that's like, destructive and, you know, I forget about it just for that little while that I'm laughing. Even my doctor, my therapist told me, stop watching the news, stop watching all this serious stuff. Just, can you mod me for a second? I'll post a link for a video. I'll give you a good chuckle. Okay. Sure, there you go, Mel Mel. What's the video? I love being happening, getting a chuckle. I swear to God. What's it about? Is it your channel? Because your channel cracks me up all the time. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I am definitely going to watch that. Mom accidentally eats marijuana bread. Guys, you need to go there. I want to post it because I might get, a strike or a copyright thing. Because my luck, whenever I do that, I get a copyright from somebody. I know, watching the news, like I've stopped watching. A lady eats banana cake, but something's wrong with it. I know, I saw that. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I'm done here. Nah, you can keep your wrench. I trust you. I've known you long enough. Good God, Mel. You're actually Mel's one of the first people I've ever met on YouTube. So yeah, I trust you, Mel. At one point in my when I was on here, I tried to mod up everybody, but then that came back to bite me in the ass when somebody went rogue. I had a rogue mod and they kind of decided to block a bunch of people on my channel. But so now I'm really kind of, if you're not modded up, it's nothing against you. It's because I just, I'm careful. Okay, honey. My favorite coffee is I've been drinking Walmart coffee, to be honest with you. I've grown accustomed to it. My second favorite coffee that I drink is Eaton Park coffee. Okay, Mr. Positive, have a good meeting. I'm not sure if I'll be here when you get back because I haven't been staying on that long lately because it's just like I got so many things to do before Thursday. I've got to do some stuff around my house, which I want to get done in the next couple days. Yeah, well, I wanted it so that everybody would get modded up, but then that came back to bite me in the butt. you know, that came back to bite me in the butt. And every once in a while, I switch it around and I'll take wrenches and then give them back, whatever. Um, but it's nothing against anybody. It's just like you switch them up sometimes. You like to switch them up. So yeah, 2 more days and then we're going for our shots. I'm still here just researching my video. Okay, Gemma. No worries. No worries. No worries. So it's supposed to be 70 degrees today. So it's flip-flop weather. And I've been wearing like shorts. I wore shorts yesterday, which actually felt good to wear shorts. I'm getting the Pfizer one, Mel Mel. Have you gotten yours? Have you gotten one? We're getting the Pfizer shot. I don't know. It's my husband that my husband is like he arranged all this. I'm not. I'm telling you, I am not sold on this whole shot thing. Hey, Jenny, how are you, sweetie? You'll wait 10 years. I know. I'm like thinking to myself, well, people are talking about, and I can still have 2 days to change my mind. I told my husband it's not 100% sure I'm going to go and get mine because it's been over a year and I haven't been sick yet. Um, I think what I'm more afraid of is what the after effects might be. Not not what the side effects of the actual vaccine, but what the long-term effects might be. My daughter absolutely does not want it. She does not, she's not getting it. My son's not getting it. His son and daughter both have gotten it. Their spouses have gotten it. None of the kids have gotten it. I mean, I don't think kids are really at risk. If you're in a category where you're better off having it and do it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I I don't know. I have been like really healthy this last year. I haven't been sick. Although the last week or so I've been not feeling the greatest. That's why I'm rethinking this whole getting the shot thing. How many people have got it in here? Press one. Because I know the other day her like lunch, like things that I had. Hey Kim, how are you doing, sweetie? I heard a bunch of people say like everybody's telling you a different thing. Hey, Lucky Lou, you've gotten it, yeah. I haven't heard of anybody that I know personally, let's say personally, that has have had any really bad side effects from it. So Carol's gotten it. Lucky Lou has gotten it. And that's the first thing I asked. Have you gotten any side effects? Yeah, I'm glad to see Kim too. I love Kim. Kim's another one of the first people that I met on YouTube. It's been like, it's so funny because I've been on YouTube for like 3 years now. Well, I've been on here since 2014, but I never knew about live streams or any of this stuff until like 3 years ago when I first started like finding out about, what YouTube was all about. Um, well, I think I came here with like with everybody else with the whole Chris Watts thing. Yeah. I think Chris Watts brought us all to YouTube. Oh joy, oh joy. I'm actually done with him. I really don't really want to know. Uh, Mild side effects with the second shot. You got the Moderna. You fell down a rabbit hole. I uh, actually I had muscle aches and pains the next day, felt miserable, but the next day it was 75% gone. The next was just fine. See, that's what I've heard from everybody that's had side effects. The only thing that I've heard, some of the side effects have been very tired and sleepy, but then how would I know the difference? I've been feeling that like for like 2 weeks. So it would be just a normal day for me. Chris Watts didn't bring you here? Well, like I said, I've been on YouTube since 2014, but the only thing I used to do on YouTube, and I had my first and last name on YouTube. It wasn't an issue. Um, I used to watch crocheting videos. I used to watch movies because movies were free. Um, and just stuff like that. It wasn't until like 3 years ago that I found out like people live streamed and stuff like that. Well, I had seen, hey, Gingerlocks, I had seen people live streaming on Facebook, but I had no idea that they did it on YouTube. And Gingerlock's mom, there's another one that I met, 3 years ago. And here we are, still plugging along. I've watched a few good movies on YouTube. Actually, my husband and I watched a movie last weekend. And we found an audio book that we really liked that we were listening in the car. I just put my phone up and then we had listened to it. Thank God I have a lot of data. It was like a 7-hour book. Yes, Mel, but it keeps you from landing in the hospital. Really? Why wouldn't it let you talk in side chats? Is there a certain, if you have your account set up a certain way that it won't let you talk in a side chat? I don't know. It was the Kelsey Barrett case that had, oh, that was another one. Isn't that funny that they were from not California, Colorado too? Like it's kind of creepy. I don't think I'd want to move to Colorado with my husband. I think I'd be a little freaked out about that. What is it about I keep saying wanting to say California. What is it about Colorado that there's so many heinous crimes? Hi, mac and cheese. You know of people that have gotten COVID after second vaccine, but very light case. Ginger Locks had it. When are you going to get the shot, Ginger Locks? Because she had it. I think she has to wait like a couple months or something. Well, okay, and here's the thing. It affects people differently because that guy that works with my husband that's in intensive care, he's a healthy 51-year-old. Mac and cheese, what is that? Oh, what is that, Mel? Wait. That's scary, actually. A hospital prize. I love Mel. Mel gives the best videos, and she goes live. But the only problem is she goes live like when I'm like it's in the middle of the night a lot of times. So I'm like, if I wake up and I see Mel, if I get a notification for her, I'll pop in her channel. But a lot of times I'm in bed, half asleep, and it's like in the middle of the afternoon where she is, or late afternoon. I find that so weird. I can't get used to that because when you're in Australia time compared to our time, like it's night and day. Their weather compared to our weather, like when it's winter here, it's summer there. When it's summer here, it's winter there. Not that they get winters like we do in Pennsylvania. Those numbers have no meaning. No docs. Okay. I just want to make sure nobody comes back and says, that's a dox. You doxed me. I always, yeah, I always freak out about stuff like that because, you know how people are on here. Oh, look, Carla allows doxing in her chat. I have been accused of that. Took more than one time. Oh, no, no, no. You wouldn't. I know you wouldn't, Mel Mel, but people would say they would turn it on me and saying that I would allow that, you know. John Bonet was also from, oh, John Bonet Ramsey. Yeah. I mean, I know there's been such like heinous crimes out of Colorado. As I said, what is it in the water there? Hey, Tibby. Oh, we're just like chit-chatting. Nothing like nothing like major. Just, you know, just my regular morning live. I actually went live at 2 o'clock in the morning with Cindy last night. And there was like nobody in the stream. It was like zero, zero. Nobody was talking. And then somebody came in and said, why don't you two take this private? Nobody's talking in this stream anyways. And I'm like, why don't you mind your own business? We can do what we want. Maybe it is the high altitude in Colorado. It's a mile high city. You think it's that? Do you think it affects the brain? I wonder. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, I think Chris Watts' brain has been affected like permanently. If he thinks in any way that he's ever going to get out of prison, he is like he's out of his mind. And I watched 2020 last week, and I guess the Menendez brothers too. They think they're going to get out of prison, and they're using like abuse when they were children and stuff like that. I mean, why is it when they want to get away with murder, they always come up with they were abused when they were a child? Come on. A lot of people were abused when they were children and don't end up killing their whole family and stuffing their kids in oil tanks. So no, that doesn't fly with me. Oh, you were trying to get her. No, she would never. I trust Mil Mil. Robbie talked about that and said there are some studies about it, I think, about the altitude. And, I mean, there is a lot of like heinous crimes that come out of there. Come on. And it's like, you do? Seriously. Do you think they were abused? Or do you think they should get out of prison? I don't know. I guess I will agree to disagree with you. I think they were entitled brats. I mean, that's just my opinion. I have to respect your opinion, though. I mean, just the way they spent their parents' money after they were murdered, knowing that, knowing they had killed their parents. I don't know. It's just me. I guess have little I have little sympathy for murderers. That's like saying like when me and Molly had that debate about Jodi Arias, there is no way in hell I can have any sympathy for that woman. There is no way. Ever, never, ever, ever. I just the way she was in court, the way she acted towards the family, the way that she was arrogant. I think the Menendez brothers had a brilliant lawyer who coached them well. Might be. I believe that the youngest was abused. Really? I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe them or not. Just the way they spent money, like it was like going out of style after they knew. I mean, they didn't know that they killed their parents. Like, how can you like, I don't know. I just didn't buy their story. I think they're both married too. I think they married while they were in prison. How you get married when you're in prison? I mean, who marries some guy that's in prison? I don't know. Oh, I have no sympathy for Jodi Arias. So she's like on my shit list. Like I followed that trial. Like every night I watched that trial, the whole thing. And I wanted to, a lot of times, there is times I wanted to just throw a brick through the window. She pissed me off that bad. But she still has her supporters. She does, because they think she's like gorgeous and blah, blah, blah. Big deal. Yeah, you have her over to your house after she gets out of prison, which she's never going to get out of prison. She's in prison for life with no parole. Oh, God. Don't even get me started on Casey Anthony. I think she got away with murder. Yeah, I am. Well, I haven't watched a little bit of it. What do you think? Do you think he's guilty or not guilty? Anybody? I think the cop is guilty, but I don't think Floyd is like an upstanding citizen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's an upstanding citizen because, like, think some of the things that he's done, but I don't think he deserved what he got. But I think the cop, he's going to have to do some time. I really do. Casey did get away with murder. Casey Anthony was as guilty as the day is long. I still to this day do not know how that woman got found not guilty. I really don't. There is no way in hell that anyone else killed that child but her. Um, what are we talking about now? Oh God, yes. She was doing her lawyer. Casey Anthony is vile, and she is now wanting to be a pro. Oh my God. Really? I heard somewhere, I can't remember where it was, but I saw it on YouTube. I know I saw it on YouTube where someone said she was pregnant. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, there's someone that should never have another child. God, those pictures of her partying when she knew her kid was dead, and you are not going to convince me that she did not kill her child. There's no way. You will never convince me that she did not kill her child and that she partied. And even if, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, did not know that her child like was dead per se. Hey, Anita, how can you party when your child is missing? Like, how can you? Um, um, and just reading your comments, guys. Now that I judge the officer, I can't even imagine how difficult the job is. Not that I judge the officer, but I can't imagine how. Well, it is a difficult job, it's true, but he did sit on his neck for a long time. I'd have to be permanently drugged up if something happened to one of my kids or oh, you know what, Mel, I said it before. I would find a way. I would find a way. There is no way. That or being molested or anything like that, I would find a way. I'd be in jail and I wouldn't even care about serving time in jail. Seriously, I wouldn't. Yeah, I love the name jackpot too. I can't imagine losing any of my grandkids or my kids. I want to die before them. I just don't know if I could go on. That's something I don't know. I used to like panic if they like fell down and skinned their knees. Casey's parents were kind of idiots, weren't they? How like when I watched that trial too, like the first trial ever that I watched was the O.J. Simpson trial. The second one was the Casey Anthony trial. When that verdict came in, I swear to God, my jaw was on the floor. I was I was so sure in my heart that she was going to get found guilty. There was no way I thought there's no way in hell anybody could find this woman not guilty with all the evidence they had against her. What did Chick say? So what most people think that received the Johnson and Johnson. What most people think that received the Johnson and Johnson vaccine? Why? What about the Johnson and Johnson vaccine? Prince Philip would be 99 on April 9th. Really? Well, he lived a long life. He looked good. Hey, he looked good for his age, I think. Seriously, I think he looked really good for his age. You were not surprised Casey got off? I think they overcharged her. They should have charged her um, with second degree murder. I think he would have got a yeah, I think he would have got a conviction with second degree murder. You're right, Ginger Locks. I agree with that because second degree murder, I think, would have got her convicted. Still, I think that's like she wouldn't have got the sentence that she deserves according to me, but whatever. I cried when they said not guilty. Carol, I know, right? Oh, it was sad. Prince Philip's death, is that who you're talking about, Chick? Prince Philip's death is gonna wow. Outside of the ridiculous jury bias gave reasonable doubt because of the drowning, which I don't believe happened. If they include lesser, she would be in prison, I would hope. I think if the prosecutor would have gone for second degree murder instead of first degree murder, he would have got a conviction. I really do. I think he overcharged her. And she deserved to get jail time. She did. Now, Jodi Arias, I think she deserved to get the death penalty. And I think if she didn't look the way she looks, like somewhat attractive, I think she would have. I think she would have got the death penalty. I think she was spared because of her looks. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. Wish he'd come back as a virus to rid the world of useless eaters. I don't understand what that means, Chick. Hey, Lisa. How you doing, sweetie? Um, 10 a.m. What is it? It's 9 here, isn't it? You started to like Nancy Grace. Oh my God. She got on my nerves so bad because it was always every night. Bombshell tonight. Unleash the lawyers. I mean, oh God, she got on my nerves so bad. It was always a bombshell tonight. Every night it was a bombshell. And yet there was like nothing that you hadn't seen all day during the trial. There was never any bombshell. I know. Well, sometimes in my mind, getting life without parole is kind of a worse punishment than the death penalty because half the time people that get the death penalty end up dying of something else anyways. So if you don't give them the hope that they'll ever get out of prison, you know, they're going to die in there. They're going to have to live the rest of their life, like Jodi Arias is going to have to live the rest of her life in prison. So, she's got nothing to look forward to in her life. She can't vacation anywhere. She can't go anywhere. I saw a clip of her in court, Nancy Grace, when she was prosecuting. I must send it to you. Oh, she never lost. Yeah, I heard that. She never lost a case as a prosecutor, but we know she's very animated. She is. It just used to bug me when she would go, bombshell tonight. And then I'd be waiting for this groundbreaking, you know, news about the trial, and it would be something I watched all day I had watched all day on in the trial, and there was no bombshell. It was just something I had watched all day. Pyramid shaped UFOs. Now supposedly UFOs are cigar shaped, so who knew? What's scary? I'm trying to pay attention to what you guys are saying, but I'm I'm not ignoring the chat, seriously. Yeah, but she's like, oh my God, yeah, I know. That's what I should start saying. I'll come on live and I'll go, bombshell today. Guess what happened yesterday? The same that happened the day before. There's no difference. Nothing happened that didn't happen all the day before. Thank you, Jenny. My son wants to go to Egypt next year. Is that even safe? I don't know. Like just on vacation? I would look it up. UFOs over the Pentagon. Is that lately? Did that happen lately? Go talk. She would go, I know, she would go, unleash the lawyers. And then they would start to talk, and she would be talking over them. And she would argue with them if she didn't agree with them. Oh my God, she used to drive me crazy. But that was her. That was her. And then I remember when she had her kids, I think was it during the Jodi Arias trial or just before the Jodi Arias trial? I think it was before the Jodi Arias trial. Not now in Egypt. No, wait, a couple of years. Oh, yeah. I don't know. But what I'm saying is like, I think a life sentence for some of these criminals is a worse punishment than the death penalty. And plus the death penalty, you have unlimited, um, you know, you have unlimited resources, you have your lawyers that appeal, I think you go, and by the time you go through all these appeals, I mean, look how long how many appeals Scott Peterson went through before, like, now he's supposedly getting a new trial, which he's as guilty as the day is long. UFO sightings in the UK, really? Seriously? Hmm, that's interesting. So many people hate Americans. Why? Oh, yeah, I know. Why is that, anyways? I don't know if I would. Well, look what they did in 9/11. That was pure hate. The amount of time on death row is no faster sometimes than life in prison. Scott Peterson is so guilty. I agree. Um, yeah, exactly. And a lot of them die in prison anyway. So what's the point? The UFO sighting was 4 days ago over the Pentagon. Hmm. Don't you wonder? Like, I wonder what they are, like these things in the sky. Would you like to like get a close up and see? Like see this little alien like waving out the window. Oh God. I just always wonder what are these things that they show us, like these X-Files Scully and Mulder we need to. Exactly. Really? Did it crash? No, it's not crashing for me. It does sometimes, but it's not today. But actually, when I came on today, my chat wouldn't come up. So I don't know what that was all about. Don't wreck my story with good questions, Gingerlocks. That's funny. Yeah, mine is good. It's not crashing. It might be just your internet connection. Who knows? Pyramid, pyramid shape. Wish they could get like a good close up of these things so we could actually see what they look like close up. Because it seems like whenever they have these UFO sightings, you can never see them like really clearly. So you don't know really what these things actually look like. YouTube doesn't want you talking about UFOs. I honestly think UFO doesn't want you talking about certain things, and they'll demonetize your channel because of certain things if you talk about certain things. And yet, they'll let someone curse you up one side and down the other. Yeah, or bully you. But I guess talking about UFOs and stuff like that is not a good thing. Oh, are you going, Mel Mel? Hey, Mel Mel, I want to one of these days I want to interview Lynette if it's okay with you. Interstellar. Oh, really? Oh, I think I might have watched that movie, Billy. I might have watched that. Your friend lost his channel for discussing a paper article? Seriously? Good Lord, YouTube. I don't know if I lost my channel, if I'd be like upset or, I mean, it is what it is. Like everybody's telling me, like, you should get a second channel, you should do this, you should. Seriously, if I got a second channel, nobody would know what my second channel was. So they would not know to go there. So why would I even get one? Like I wouldn't. I just can't be bothered. That the other day, how comments get deleted, but panels can sit and have unsavory guests and behavior. Exactly. I'm just I'm just seriously, I'm just tired of the whole thing. I'm just, I, I, I think it's over. It's gotten to the point where I don't know. I just don't understand. I have never seen, like, I've been on Facebook, I've been on Twitter. I've never seen anything like this platform on any other platform. You can link a second channel here, Carla, on your about page or channels list. Maybe I will do that, but I don't know. I don't really do anything that bad that they would like. I don't think they would take my channel. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'm so lazy. I think if they took my channel, they shut my channel down for a month, I would just vacation or something. I heard that Twitter is way worse. I got Twitter, but I think I don't see all that really bad stuff because I got like a protected account, so I'm not seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter. But that's what I've heard. Like people say, "Oh, Twitter is worst." You go on Twitter and they're just horrible on there, but I've never seen it. See, I don't know. I just maybe I don't go on there very often. Very, very seldom do I go on Twitter. It's just done, or at least I'm done with it. I truly enjoy having my coffee here and chatting about various topics. Yeah, I do too. And like, it doesn't have to be like craziness. Like last night when I was on Cindy's panel, we talked about, oh my God, what did we talk about? Snakes and spiders and um she had coyotes howling in the background, and it was kind of nice. It was quiet. There was actually nobody talking, but hey, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to her. It didn't matter to me. We just sat there and talked, just like, friends do. I don't use it much either. I'll have a notification every once in a while come up, but I don't have many. I think I have maybe 7 or 8 people on my Twitter. Not very many. Not very many people. Excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups. Anita is a good girl. She's my neighbor. She's my home girl. She lives in my neighborhood. Not in my neighborhood, but she lives in the same city I do. People are sick of the bullying on here. I know I am, Anita. I mean, it just gets old after a while. It just gets old. And it's always the same people that are bullied. And it's not just like one time and it's over. It's just over and over and over and over and over. I mean, come on. I mean, subs have to be getting sick of it. They have to be. It just there's there's no getting away from it. At least I don't think so. Jeffrey B. First, Diane Attorney, the new subject. I saw Brian went live yesterday, but I missed most of it. Um, I've I've just unsubbed a lot of channels, and I'm just finding a lot of other channels, you know, and I'm enjoying them. So I'll be taking care of that today. Sarah says he's not. Brian says he is. Sarah says what? I missed a lot of it. I just went in there like towards the end. I like just before Laura went up on panel. So I don't really know. I don't think you really seriously though, I don't think you can blame anybody for somebody's relapse. That's something you can't blame on anybody. And I will say that unequivocally. Like if someone admits that they've relapsed, you should be supporting them and just let it go. Not talk about it, not say this one's responsible or that one's responsible. Just let it go. I wouldn't myself talk about it because I know going through it with my son. My son's done, by the way, has done phenomenal. He's over a year now. Hey, Reagan. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, there isn't. And I don't want there to be. I really don't. Because hey, who gets up in the morning and wants to see that? I mean, it's going to happen. There's going to be enough of that during the day. So why would you want that first thing in the morning? Plus, I have nobody I really want to bully. I don't think I'm a bully though. I really don't. I don't consider myself a bully. I'm not going to get involved in bullying. I was bullied in school, so I know what it feels like. So I never hung around with bullies, though. I always hung around with like nerds and stuff like that. We never got into trouble. So my dad was very strict, like we had to be in bed at 9 o'clock on weekdays and we had to, 11 o'clock on weekends. My dad was um, a captain in the Air Force. So he was very military. Remember when you lied and said your son relapsed because Ms. D was mad at you? I never said that. Never said that. Don't know who you are. The dog ate it. Never, never said that. That's silly. Timestamp that. My son has never relapsed actually since he's been in recovery, and actually his better half, she had to go to rehab herself, but she did relapse. But it has nothing to do with YouTube because they don't go on YouTube. None of my family does. His girlfriend did relapse, so she's back in rehab again, which is sad. It's sad for him. It's sad. I feel actually more sad for his son than than anything else, because he's the one that phoned my husband, my son, and his son phoned him in the middle of the night because his mother had passed out in the bathroom floor. Yeah, I am. I was like such a stupid that was such a stupid remark to make. Never would I say that anyways. I mean, who's getting up at the dog ate it early in the morning to say something stupid like that? Yeah, so she's back in rehab. She hers wasn't the same. See, my husband, I keep saying my husband, my son was drugs, hers was alcohol. So it'll be hard block. So yeah, don't even give them zero tolerance. I mean, we can have a nice conversation without someone coming in here and spreading lies. about something I have never said in my life. I don't badmouth people. I don't even badmouth people I don't like. So I don't know why they do that. I mean, it's stupid. I don't understand. I see, and I try to understand these people and try to understand why they do what they get out of doing something like that. Person comes out of the blue in here and says something like that. And I try to understand why and maybe, you know, try and be compassionate, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow someone to come in here and just derail a chat that's been so far pleasant. We've talked about just about everything. So, um, you know, yeah. And my son, I keep saying my husband. I don't know why I say my husband. My husband's never been one to take drugs, but my son was pretty bad. Like he was on the bad thing. He doesn't even smoke cigarettes now. He's like completely clean. Like his system is clean. So he's done so well. I'm so proud of him. He's got a really good job. He's building himself up. You know, he really has done well. He's been a really good father. So I'm very proud of him because where he came from, I never thought he was coming. I actually was half expecting to get a call telling me that they found him dead in an alley. That's how bad it was. And it was very, very, very hard. But this is a human issue. I'm sorry that this has hit close to home and your loved ones. My nephew's mom is off to the races. He is 4 now, and she just cannot get it together. Yeah, and that's the thing is, um, because my son wants to be fair and he wants his son. I mean, listen, my his son wants a relationship with his mother, but right now she's not in a place where she can be. She lost her job, she lost her car, she was on the brink of losing her apartment, except that he paid the rent for her, so she didn't lose that. um and then she relapsed. He is, but she's not. So, but he's taken care of her. Like he's really like, and my daughter said, you cannot believe how patient he is and how much he's really helped her. And really, I mean, he's not married to her, but he's really taken it upon himself to help her. So I'm very, very proud of him for taking that upon himself because, that's that shows to me that he's got, at least what's going on, Anita? Um, oh, congratulations. Yes, congratulations to anybody that's like overcome it, because I know how hard it is. I really do. Like all of you, kudos. My hat's off to you people because it's very, very hard. This is such an amazing group, Carla. We definitely need to keep this going. We have the power to block out the toxicity and support together and without judgment. Exactly. Nobody should judge anybody. Yeah. It's like, it's a good group. It is a good group. And I appreciate all of you. I really do. Um, Trust me, I want you to feel comfortable coming in here. I don't want to entertain any um of the YouTube fuckery. I want it to be just about talking about anything. We can talk about anything. You can feel comfortable talking about whatever. Life is a series of choices, I say sometimes, and those choices is what leads us. That's like when my son got to the point where he had to apologize to all of us for all the oh my gosh, when we went through, the hardest part was when I had to actually cut him off from, because I was enabling him. I was giving him money. When I had to actually say no to him was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Like, I actually couldn't do it myself. I had to have my husband do it because it was just like I couldn't say no to him. And then when we did say no, oh, he was horrible. And then when he apologized for it, I made up for it because, it got him where he needed to go. So, yeah. And he understands that now. And he's sorry about everything that he said. So, but anyways, guys, it's been, let's see, an hour and a half almost. And I've got lots of stuff to do. But thank you all for coming in. I think it went well today. I hope you guys enjoyed the chat, and I'll see you tomorrow. Um, I have to, yeah, I have to. I'm going to do my fridge today. I'm going to actually take everything out of my fridge and wash it out. And I'm not looking forward to what I'm going to find in there because my husband pushes everything to the back. But you guys all have a great day, and I love you all for coming in. So take care. Bye, guys.